What's going on YouTube, and welcome to another GTA 5 online video. So guys, in this video I'm going to give you guys a small review on the Rogue. So this is a plane that is in discount this week. It's a plane that you can also customize in your hangar, and this week it has a 50% discount on it. With the trade price it's around 720k. Without the trade price it will be more, and you can unlock the trade price by doing a certain amount of missions, source missions in your hangar business. So you have a certain amount of crates that you have to source. I don't know exactly how much, but I think it's around 20 or something like that. So you can get it on Warstock for 720k is the trade price this week with the sale. And if you want to customize it, you will have to do it in your hangar, and you also need the workshop renovation on your hangar. So make sure you have that, or else you can't customize it. So the armor, of course, max. Then the flares, because I like that way more than the chaffs. The handling and the engine also max. So the race handling, of course. Then you have a couple of liveries that you can choose from. No army themed liveries for this one. Actually, it's all just kind of like racy type, because I think this plane isn't really a army plane, or a plane that they use in the army. So just like a race plane, I think more. And I just picked this one. So pick whatever you want, of course, and then when you respray it you can customize some of the colors. But for this certain livery, actually the orange always stays, so keep that in mind as well if you pick it. So it said golden boy, so you can already guess that the golden color is going to stay. So of course, edit it how you want. I picked the orange-white combination, looks kind of cool. The last thing that you can edit is the weapons. So the bombs, cluster bombs, definitely. Then the primary weapon, definitely explosive cannons. And then the secondary weapon, you only have one option, the homing missiles. And this is of course a must on every plane or helicopter, because without it, you're pretty much shit at any combat. Now, the explosive machine guns, also a must, I said, because this is a very cool thing. You actually don't have it on a lot of planes or helicopters, and it's also very good in combat as well. Then I just took it out of the hangar just to show you guys how it flies. Now, I have to be honest, the handling of this plane is not as good as with other planes like the Laserjet or the Molotov. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of harder to actually handle the plane than the homing missiles. As you guys can see, it actually reloads a little bit slower than, for example, the Molotov, where I did a review on last week. Then the the flares, of course, exactly the same as with other planes. Just use right on the D-pad, and you can switch between your weapons with the square button, of course. And firing is always with X in planes, if you're on PS4, of course. And yeah, the explosive machine guns, they explode when they hit, so it's actually a very good thing in combat as well. Especially, for example, if you have a target that you cannot lock on. For example, with some missions you have a vehicle that you cannot lock on, and then actually the explosive machine guns are actually very good, because you can destroy them very easily, because it just fires so many bullets and they all explode. So it's actually very easy to kill your target. Even if you can lock and if you're good with the aim, this might actually be better. For example, with the Hydra, a lot of people actually prefer to use the explosive machine guns instead of the homing missiles, because with the homing missiles sometimes you can still dodge them, but with the bullets it's just an instant hit, and it's actually very hard to actually dodge it. So then I went ahead and destroyed it actually, and I called it back just to see where it would spawn. And as you guys can see, I was close to the beach, so it spawned at the beach. It will also spawn at the sewers or at the airfield, of course. But for this plane, we actually need quite a lot of space to actually take off, so that's also important. So for example, if you try to land it in the streets, it will also be a little bit hard. So the landing and the taking off with this plane is not actually as fast as with a plane that actually has a jet. So here I tried to land it over here, so here you have a lot of space just to see how it lands. It was already smoking, but that doesn't matter that much. But as you guys can see, it's not that easy to land. The plane also kind of acts weird when you actually are going a little bit slow. So the handling, as I said, not as good as with other planes. But I would say the biggest advantage on this plane is just all the weapons, also the cluster bombs that you can drop. Also, by the way, you can do that by holding right on the D-pad, and you can drop them with X. I don't think I showed it, but it's pretty much the same as with other planes. So holding right on the D-pad and then just holding X, and then you can also drop the cluster bomb. So 3 types of weapons. That's actually crazy. So over here, just showing guys how long it takes to actually take off with this plane. And as you guys can see, if this would be in the city, you actually need a lot of space, and in the city you have space, but you have like trees and stuff like that as well. For example, here I showed it with the Molotov, and you guys can see it's way faster than with the Rogue. So that's kind of a downside, just the landing and the taking off. Also the handling is a little bit of weird, but the weapons definitely good, especially if you are solo. You can use all the weapons and it's very good actually. So then a last test, the homing missile test. After the first one, it can still fly. After the second one, you're done. So very good plane for solo, very good weapons. Handling is a little bit hard. That was it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and check out my other videos as well, of course. And peace out, you guys.